Hi everyone. On this section we are talking about the rectangular coordinate system, and you may have heard about some about this before. But anyway, there are some things that we need to talk about. So first of all, the rectangular coordinate system, as you can see, there's a picture of this. It's just a grid where we can graph things. It has an X and Y axis. The origin is at 0, 0 right here. That's called the origin. And you notice how it's labeled, right? To the right of the origin, it's positive numbers and above. To the left, negative numbers, and below are negative. And then we have quadrants. Notice we start with quadrant 1 right here, and then counterclockwise you can count quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, when we're graphing ordered pairs, they are called ordered for a reason, because the first number tells us how far to go left or right, and then the second number tells us how far to go up, and then we're going to put a point at that place that we have found. Notice on 3, 2, that means we go right 3 and up 2, and we put the point. On negative 2, 5, we're going to go to the left 2 and then up 5. And then we have labeled it on the graph. You can put the ordered pair beside it depending on what you're doing, but you're going to be using these when we're graphing lines, so you don't necessarily have to label your points. Okay. Each ordered pair corresponds to exactly one point on the graph, and each point on the graph corresponds to exactly one ordered pair. And you can think of an ordered pair as a location on the graph. So basically we're saying, when we're looking at something like this, the ordered pair 3, 2 has a certain location on the graph, and you find that by the numbers in your pair, right? That's how you locate this place on the graph. Okay. So we're going to graph a few ordered pairs so you can see where they are located. And I'm just going to label them as I go, and so then we'll be able to see which ordered pair goes where. Notice my first one is at -5, -2, so my darker lines on the graph are every 5, so that helps you when you're graphing. So if we go here, -5, -2, right? -5, -2, that's the location. So we went left 5 and down 2 because both numbers were negative. And then we have 0, -4. So on 0, we don't go left or right. We just go right in the middle at the origin. And then we count down 4. So that's the ordered pair 0, -4. And then the next one's 3, 4. So we count right 3 and up 4. So that's the ordered pair 3, 4. On the next one, it's at 7, 0. So we count right 7, but we don't go up or down because it is going to be right here, right? On the x-axis, y is 0. So that would be 7, 0. And then we have -6, 1. So we're going to go left -6 and up 1 at -6, 1. And then last we're at 5, -7. So let's go over here to 5 and down to -7. 5, -7. Now, it said to plot each ordered pair. That's what we just did. It also says state in which quadrant or on which axis each point lies. So we're going to go back and go through these, and I'm going to write beside them over here on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure I graph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I graphed them all. And so now we're going to look at their location and name the quadrant. Okay, so remember this one is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and the quadrant is divided into, the quadrants are split up by the x and y axis. So the x and y axis make each quadrant basically. Okay, so let's look at -5, -2. That was right here. So that is in quadrant 3. Notice they use Roman numerals for these. And then 0, -4, it's not actually in a quadrant because it is on the y-axis. So it's on the border of the quadrant, basically, if you want to look at it like that. It's on the y-axis. And then 3, 4 is in quadrant 1. That's where everything's positive. Quadrant 1 has positive x coordinates and positive y coordinates. So quadrant 1. 7, 0 is on the x-axis. Okay. Once again, it's on the border of a quadrant, but it's not in a quadrant. -6, 1 is in quadrant 2. And then 5, -7 is in quadrant 4. So you see I had one ordered pair in each quadrant. I had one on the x-axis and I also had one on the y-axis. And that's it for that part. Excuse me. Okay. On this one, it says find the x and y coordinates of each labeled point. So we're just going to go through A, B, C, D and write these down. And I think I'll just write them on the graph again. Let's see, I'll use this color. Okay, so let's go to A. That is right 6 and up 5. So A is at 6, 5. And then B is way down here. So we are to the left 5 and down 10. So that's at -5, -10. And then C is over left 2 up 2. So we are at -2, 2. D is to the right. I keep saying over. Okay, let's say to the right 3 and down 4. So that's at 3, -4. And you guys, when you're first doing this, if you wanted to label your graph, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But that usually takes a lot of time, and you will get used to how these are actually numbered, and you probably won't need to do that. All right, and so we are on, that was A, B, C, D, E. E is to the left 9, and we don't go up or down. We're on the x-axis, so that would be at -9, 0. And then last we're on F, and that is up 8, and it's on the x-axis. So this would be at, right, we didn't go left or right, so that's 0. We went up 8, and so it's a positive 8. All right, and so I'm going to stop this video here, and then I'll start on the next video for the rest of the lesson.